Microsoft Teams is down. Let's have a look at what StatusGator says about the outage. You can see here from my internal dashboard, I'm seeing outage reports from all over the world, but mostly North America, where people are awake at this hour. I'm seeing reports come in with comments like slow performance, extreme slowdown, not sending messages, messages slow. Mostly appears to be a performance issue. Perhaps Teams is not down entirely. StatusGator itself is showing a massive uptick in outage reports here. You can see this started about 2:15 p.m. Eastern time, and I got the alert, looks like about 2:13. You do see a little bit of a drop off here. Let me check my back-end dashboard. Yeah, I am still seeing reports come in, but they've slowed down dramatically. The outage map here on StatusGator.com shows a number of outage reports from North America, a much higher number here from North America. Some sporadic here from other locations on the globe, but of course it's Friday night in most of these areas, so I would expect a lot fewer people are on Teams. Here you can see when I drill in, mostly concentrated in North America. Now I checked, of course, the Microsoft 365 Health dashboard, which is a status page of sorts that Microsoft offers. And immediately when the outage started, there was nothing on here. Looks like there's still nothing on here. They have a number of advisories ongoing, as they call them, but advisories are not outages, and generally speaking, we disregard these when we're reporting. These are things like bugs or ongoing problems that are not generally an issue. Surprising to see how slow this is to load. Maybe Microsoft 365 has its own issue. But yeah, certainly this ongoing issue here on Microsoft 365 Admin Center is not the issue in question. This is something related to security groups and has been ongoing since October 7th. Yeah, you can see everything else is showing as healthy here, and these advisories are not outages. So it looks like there's something going on with Microsoft Teams that is unreported. Now, I went to my test account that I use to test Microsoft Teams, and of course, I'm not seeing anything. I'm no Teams expert, but I was able to create a test message here in some other channels. Let's post that. Nope, no, it doesn't like that. Maybe it is down. Let's see. Oop, there, it worked that time. So the second time is a charm. You can see this is what it looks like when someone creates when StatusGator. This is what it looks like when StatusGator sends an early warning signal, we call them. So you can see here it says a possible Microsoft Teams outage, problems sending messages and loading images. So a possible outage is an early warning signal. That's one we detect before the provider has acknowledged the problem. And then this is a summary that we generate. Problems sending messages and loading images. It's a summary that we generate with an LLM, an AI tool that will basically take everyone's message that they've sent us through those outage reports and give a short description of the outage. Then you can say, are you experiencing any issues with Microsoft Teams, yes or no? So if I click this, it will take me to StatusGator after recording the outage. So this is how you would get an alert about this. If you were using StatusGator, you would get a notice in Microsoft Teams or Slack or email or webhook. There's lots of ways to get notified in StatusGator. You can see on my test dashboard here on StatusGator, if I wanted to monitor Teams, I would just click Add Monitor. I would click Service Monitor, and I would browse our directory of, at this point, over 7,000 services. And I'd click Microsoft Teams and I'd click Add Monitors, and now I would be monitoring this. And in the future, I would get new notifications about Teams outages. You can see here, StatusGator shows the possible outage, problems sending and loading images. So if I click this monitor, I can see the history of Microsoft Teams. Many of these things are official outages that Microsoft acknowledged, but many of these are not. So for example, this one here, this possible outage, problem sending Messages and loading images. This is the most recent one. Some of these other ones here are confirmed outages that Microsoft published on their status page. Anything that says possible outage is one that we detected. And according to our data, we detect outages with Microsoft Teams approximately 30 to 120 minutes before they acknowledge them. That means we give them a C rating on their transparency. Let's go back to the StatusGator public website where we can see these outage reports. Let's refresh this, see if there's still a decrease. Yeah, it looks like they've slowed down a little bit. It's possible that Microsoft has mitigated the problem. If I check my internal dashboard here, I will see still some outage reports coming in as of a few minutes ago, but nothing in the last, I would say, 4 minutes. Perhaps this issue is resolved. One of the things that's always interesting to me, of course, is how these LLMs represent these outages. So let's take a quick look at Claude, getting a lot of attention recently. Is Microsoft Teams down? Let's see what it says. Sometimes I'm surprised at just how inaccurate these responses are. Microsoft Teams appears to be operational. Some users are experiencing severe lag when using Teams via browser, delayed message sending. Yeah, it looks like this one is accurate. Let's go to Perplexity. Is Microsoft Teams down? This one says Microsoft does not appear to have a widespread issue. All right, let's check ChatGPT. Is Microsoft Teams down? Some crowdsourced outage sites like StatusGator do show a small number of user-reported problems in various regions, even though Microsoft itself hasn't officially acknowledged a widespread outage. Yep, it looks like some of the LLMs are finally updating now to show that the ongoing outage is unacknowledged. Let's check StatusGator at the moment. So it looks like these outage reports have dropped off, nothing in the last 6 minutes, and perhaps Microsoft has resolved the situation. We'll continue to monitor it, and of course, if you would like to get notifications like this, you can always go to StatusGator.com, create an account. It's free to monitor up to 3 services, and you can get early warning signal alerts like this before providers acknowledge them. Thanks for watching.